The first movie taught us that the animatronics were possessed by children, but it didn't tell us how. Enter the puppet. If you think William Afton is the only villain in Five Nights at Freddy's 2, you are missing the bigger picture. There is a string puller lurking in the shadows, and unlike Freddy or Foxy, this thing doesn't just want to kill you, it wants to give you life. The countdown is almost over. On December 5th, Blumhouse unleashes Five Nights at Freddy's 2, and based on the final trailers and the casting of Scream legend Skeet Ulrich, we are finally getting the one lore drop fans have been screaming for, the Henry, Emily, and Charlotte connection. But while everyone is focused on the shiny new Toy Animatronics, two specific characters hold the key to the entire franchise's dark history. One is a silent, spectral figure that floats rather than walks. The other is a small, laughing boy holding a balloon who might just be the most dangerous entity in the entire pizzeria. Today, we are doing a deep lore breakdown of the puppet and Balloon Boy. We're going to explain their origins, their confirmed roles in the sequel, and the terrifying give gifts, give life theory that explains why the movie sequel is going to be infinitely darker than the first one. The core conflict, the toy era. To understand why the puppet and Balloon Boy matter, we have to look at the setting. The sequel moves us into the toy era. In the game lore, and confirmed for the film, this is the grand reopening of Freddy Fazbear's Pizza with new, plastic, kid-friendly animatronics. They are tied to a criminal database. They have facial recognition. They are designed to be safer. But as we see in the trailers, they are far worse. This isn't just a haunting anymore, it's a malfunction of security. And at the center of this new security system are two anomalies that don't fit the band member mold. Entity 1, the puppet, the Marionette. Let's start with the most significant character addition, the puppet. In the first movie, we established that William Afton killed the 5 children. But a crucial question remained unanswered. How did their souls actually bind to the metal suits? In the games, ghosts don't just stick to robots accidentally. They are guided. The puppet is that guide. The origin, the Henry-Emily connection? The casting of a new, older male figure strongly suggests the introduction of Henry-Emily, William Afton's former business partner. In the lore, Henry's daughter, Charlotte, was Afton's first victim. She wasn't stuffed into a suit like the others. She was left outside in the rain, crying outside the restaurant. The security puppet, a robot designed to protect her, short-circuited in the rain while trying to reach her. It collapsed on top of her dying body. This tragic fusion of machine code and a child's agony created the puppet. The movie role. In FNAF 2, the puppet is not a villain in the traditional sense. It is an avenger. The trailer shows it lurking in the prize corner, watching. While Freddy and the gang are animalistic, the puppet is intelligent. It is aware. The Give Gifts, Give Life minigame from the lore is expected to be the emotional core of this movie. We will likely see a flashback sequence where the puppet finds the bodies of the missing children and gifts them the animatronic masks, essentially saving their souls by binding them to the suits. This recontextualizes the first movie. The animatronics aren't just monsters. They are the puppet's army, resurrected to stop William Afton. Entity 2, Balloon Boy. Then we have the character everyone loves to hate, Balloon Boy. Visually, he looks harmless, a rigid, smiling statue holding a balloon and a sign. But in the movie, his role is terrifyingly specific. He is the spotter. Unlike the other animatronics, Balloon Boy doesn't have an endoskeleton designed for killing. He doesn't have teeth or claws. In the games, his mechanic was disabling your flashlight. In the movie, this translates to sabotage. Balloon Boy is the tripwire. His laugh, that echoing childish giggle we hear in the trailer, is an alarm system. He attracts the other animatronics. If you hear Balloon Boy, you aren't dead yet, but you have been found. His inclusion suggests the movie is leaning heavily into the security system hacked plotline. Balloon Boy isn't possessed by a ghost. He is likely running on the corrupted AI that Afton tampered with, acting as a beacon to lead the toy animatronics to the night guard. The Jeremy Fitzgerald problem. This brings us to the human element. The movie introduces a new security guard, believed to be Jeremy Fitzgerald. In the lore, Jeremy is the unfortunate victim of the bite of '87. The problem Jeremy faces is that the security system designed to protect him, the facial recognition in the toy animatronics, has been tampered with. They are seeing him as the threat. But the bigger problem is the puppet. The puppet doesn't rely on facial recognition. It relies on soul recognition. The puppet knows that the yellow rabbit, Afton, is still out there. The conflict of the movie is a three-way war. The security guard, Jeremy/Mike, trying to survive the shift. The toy animatronics, malfunctioning AI trying to arrest the guard because they see him as a criminal. And the withered animatronics and the puppet, possessed spirits trying to break out of the restaurant to find Afton. The humans are caught in the crossfire of a ghost story fighting a computer virus. The Save Them protocol. The script explores the concept that the puppet is actively trying to fix the new animatronics. There is a theory, supported by the trailer visuals of the puppet floating through the main hall, that it is trying to awaken the toy animatronics just like it did the original 5. This is terrifying because the toy animatronics are physically superior. They have advanced mobility and grip string. Look at Mangle climbing on the ceiling. If the puppet gives them life, they become unstoppable. Mangle, the puppet's enforcer. We have to talk about Mangle, the take apart and put back together attraction. In the movie, Mangle serves as the physical manifestation of the chaos the puppet unleashes. While the puppet is the brain, Mangle is the muscle. The trailer shows Mangle moving in a way that is distinctly unnatural, crawling on walls, fitting into vents, which supports the lore that Mangle is possessed by a dog, from the Fruity Maze lore, which explains its erratic beast-like behavior compared to the other characters. Afton's role, the virus. And where is William Afton? Matthew Lillard is confirmed to return. Since he was spring-locked at the end of the first film, he is technically dead or trapped. However, in FNAF 2, Afton appears as a shadow, a memory, or a virus. The Purple Guy minigames show him tampering with the robots. The movie will likely explore Afton's influence before he died, or perhaps he is communicating through the suit, influencing the new animatronics remotely. He is the reason the puppet is awake. The puppet senses his presence, even if it's just his digital fingerprint left on the toy animatronics coding. The Bite of '87 reimagined. The climax of the film has to address the Bite of '87. This is the single most famous event in the FNAF timeline, other than the murders. It is the event that shuts down the toy location forever. In the game, an animatronic bites a guard's frontal lobe off during a day shift. The movie will likely twist this. The puppet doesn't bite. Balloon Boy can't fight. The primary suspect is Mangle. The key moment will be the puppet realizing that the security guard, Jeremy, is innocent, but failing to stop the aggressive programming of Mangle, or Toy Chica. The tragedy of FNAF 2 is that the puppet, the protector, fails. The systems Afton corrupted are too strong. We predict a scene where the puppet physically intervenes, floating between the victim and the attacker, but the facial recognition override kicks in, leading to the brutal attack that closes the restaurant. This failure is what turns the puppet into the more vengeful spirit we see in later timelines. Who do you think will cause the Bite of '87 in the movie? Mangle or someone else? Let me know in the comments. And if you want to know how the Minecraft movie also hid dark lore in the trailer, click this video right here.